What's going on? It's Trending Story. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and activate the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
While most cats we know live in forever homes with their humans, there are some cats that belong more to the neighborhood than to one owner. That was the case with Masha, a long-haired tabby living in Obninsk, Russia. Masha was already a popular sight in her community, known for greeting passerbys with the occasional meow. But after a recent incident, Masha is more famous than ever, and some are even calling her a hero. We see a lot of animal rescue stories here at Little Things. It's inspiring to read such incredible stories about humans taking time and energy to reach out and help our four-legged friends who may not be able to help themselves. But sometimes these furry, or scaly, or feathery creatures could rescue us just as much as we rescue them. Ask anyone who has had experience with a therapy animal and they'll gladly tell you just how helpful critters can be. A Russian cat recently proved just how much animals can go out of their way to protect us. This homeless, long-haired feline has no owner, but the local residents on her block affectionately call her Masha. Masha has always been friendly to the humans in the neighborhood, especially when they feed her, but she really showed her true soul when she spent the night in a sub-zero temperatures next to a cold, sick baby boy abandoned in a box at the side of the road. Masha stayed with the child to keep him warm, and she meowed loudly until another human could find the child. Neighborhood resident Irina Lavrova, 68, was the one who discovered the cat with the baby. She was taking out the trash when she heard the cat meowing loudly. She went to check on Masha and was shocked to see the cat next to a newborn infant. She told her local news station, "She is very placid and friendly, so when I heard her meowing I thought perhaps she had injured herself, because normally she would have come and said hello to me." Masha had clearly been next to this child for hours. The only thing keeping the baby alive in sub-zero temperatures was Masha's body heat. The orphaned boy was rushed to the hospital, where doctors credit Masha for keeping him safe and warm. When an ambulance came to pick up the baby, Masha tried to follow. She didn't want to leave him alone. The neighbors report that Masha waited in the same spot for hours, hoping that the baby or the ambulance would return soon. This courageous, sweet cat didn't want to rest until she knew the baby was safe. The child's health continues to improve, and police are investigating the matter. Thanks to Masha, this child's story has received massive amounts of attention. The doctors at the hospital say that he's being flooded with well wishes, gifts, and even parties, potentially interested in adopting him. As for Masha, she's being treated like a local hero. Neighbors see her and give her extra treats and scraps. They make sure to offer her a warm place to stay and continue to watch out for Masha, just as Masha watched out for the child. In another story, mom cat dumped outside a shelter with her kittens isn't what she appears to be. There's no bond quite like that between a mother and her child, and that's true in the animal kingdom, too. Dedicated mothers often make big sacrifices to take care of their young ones. One nonprofit worker regularly saw this firsthand. Over the decades working with cats, the director of the feline rescue organization had seen just about everything when it came to felines. But shortly after finding two mysterious cardboard boxes on her doorstep one morning, she better understood the lengths some cat mothers will go to their kittens. There were no crates or cages for the kittens living at Project Purr Animal Rescue in Mobile, Alabama. Nonprofit director Margie Morris made sure of that when she provided a free-range home. Over 100 cats roamed free through the several suites of the strip mall-based rescue center, chowing down on a few $1,000s worth of kibble each and soiling 200 pounds of cat litter as a unit daily. To say Margie, back right, loved her rescued cats would be an understatement, but in her handling of over 100s of cats and adoptions, she rarely encountered anything quite like what she found in July of 2017. On a Thursday morning, Margie rolled into work only to find two cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other, sitting outside the front door to her office. On further inspection, they proved strange. Punched holes peppered the boxes, and someone had sloppily wrapped them with duct tape. Margie's stomach sank. She suspected she knew what was in those boxes. Margie and the shelter staff opened the top box and confirmed Margie's suspicions. Inside lay a mother cat alongside 2 orange kittens, both 5 weeks old. And in the second box? Fearing the worst, Margie and her team opened the second box, and it was empty. Evidence suggested, however, that the box once held a cat who'd escaped her cardboard prison. This was a problem she would worry about later. In the meantime, cat-loving Margie had a clear and present problem: the mother cat and her kittens. She named the mother Caroline and the kittens Shiloh and Neil. Then she did what she did best. She helped the cats out. Margie gave Caroline extra cat food with vitamins too, to bulk her up, and set up a little bed and a little kennel for her to keep Shiloh and Neil safe. Meanwhile, at the rescue, the kittens had the time of their lives. As small as they are, Margie Wright said, the kittens will play, and they're wrestling each other and jumping around, and they cuddle up next to the mom. She loves them, and she's taking very good care of them. But Caroline also had a secret. Even with 2 kittens to care for, Caroline was pregnant. Margie suspected she'd become pregnant shortly after birthing Shiloh and Neil, and that the new litter would be weeks away. Wrong. Just a couple of days after her discovery, Caroline went into labor and delivered 4 adorable little kittens. But something didn't add up to Caroline when she did the math. Given the timeline, there was no chance Shiloh and Neil were Caroline's true cat kids. She adopted the little tykes herself, taking a couple lonely kittens under her paw. Talk about a motherly instinct. But then, who was the true mother of Shiloh and Neil? Once again, Margie had her suspicions. The cat who escaped the empty cardboard box? And soon, coincidentally, a rescue worker spotted something curious outside. On Saturday morning, there was another cat spotted around the parking lot of our little strip mall, Margie said. Myself and 3 team volunteers tried to catch her. She was getting up into the car engines, Margie said, and we couldn't catch her. It was pouring down rain. We tried to bribe her with food, and we were just unsuccessful. We're hoping that she's still out there somewhere. It's unknown whether Project Purr Animal Rescue ever caught the loose cat, and if she truly was the mother of Shiloh and Neil, but nevertheless, Margie knew Caroline had the kitten situation under control. See, Caroline could have escaped her cardboard box if she wanted. A desperate cat with sharp claws can do anything she puts her mind to, but she stayed with her adopted children. She protected them. I'm just grateful that she didn't run away and leave the babies, Margie said. I think that might be the best thing I love about that cat. She did not leave those babies. She's the best mom ever. And with her 4 new kittens, Caroline still didn't shrink her responsibilities towards Shiloh and Neil. She took care of them and her new babies. She was the best thing to ever land on Project Purr Animal Rescue's doorstep.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.